everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing great. In this video series, we're going to talk about the SEMRush, and I'm going to teach you how to use this amazing platform to enhance your website's SEO, rank your website and local businesses, and get more organic traffic. SEMrush has a lot of amazing features, and most people often overlook them. So I'm going to teach you how you can use these features in order to get more organic traffic. So without further delay, let's get started and talk about setting up the project in our very first chapter. So when you subscribe to a plan, the first window you will get here is the projects. And right here, you can set up a website as a project. So I'm just gonna add my domain, which I just made. It's a new website I created for my YouTube channel. This is a blog. So once you add the project, you have to set up the audit of your website. Really important to get more data about the website, the technical faults, the technical details, and more. After you set up your website audit, you will get some configuration settings here. The very first setting is the crawl scope, and here you can add the subdomain of the website as well. So if you have any subdomain in your website, like if you have different subdomain for another country, you can decide whether you want to crawl that subdomain as well, or you want to exclude that from the crawling, right? So for example, if you have a different subdomain for a blog, then you can select this, or if you want to exclude that, you can deselect it, and after that just save the changes. The next setting we have is how many pages you want to crawl in this website audit. So if you have a very big website with a lot of pages which are not relevant, you can limit the number of crawls. For my website, it's fairly new, so I don't have that many pages. So I'm just going to go with 100. For each plan, you have different number of pages, the limit per month. So make sure that you use them wisely. After that, you have the crawl source, and here you can decide which pages you want to crawl on your website. So you can decide to crawl the entire website, or you can submit a sitemap. So sitemaps are basically the structure of your website in a single page. For most website, you can get the sitemap using the domain name followed by sitemap.xml. So this is the sitemap. All the blog articles will be inside the post sitemap. So these are all the blogs I have added on my website. And if I want to exclude all these pages and just want to crawl the blog pages, I can select the sitemap, right? So I can add the sitemap URL, and SEMrush will only crawl the posts that are included in the sitemap. You can also use all the sitemaps on the website. In that case, it will crawl all the pages included right here. And finally, we have the URLs from file. So you can add a text or CSV file where each line will have one link. So you can manually add the pages, right? If you want to like crawl 4 or 5 or 10 or 100 pages, you can just use a text file, add one link per line, and upload it here. So that's for selected web pages. So I'm going to go with the website for this one, and I'm going to check, send an email every time an audit is complete. So when SEMrush is done with the audit, I will get the email. This is good for big websites with a lot of pages. Once you are done with that, we have some more settings here. The first setting is the user agent. So you can select the user agent for this one. I will recommend the Site Audit Bot Mobile because mobile crawler is basically the main crawler, the Google crawler nowadays. You can also set it to Google Bot or Google Desktop. So you can change it anytime you want. After that, we have the crawl delay. The crawl delay adds the time difference between two successive crawl of the web page. So you can set it to minimum delay, or one URL per 2 seconds, or robot.txt. If you have the robots.txt file on your website, this one will be good. Otherwise, you can go with the minimum time delay between pages. This right here, JavaScript rendering, is another important option. And for website which uses a lot of JavaScripts, for example, Wix, in that case, you have to enable this as well, right? So that way you can also render the JavaScripts. But if you don't have that, for example, WordPress has minimum JavaScripts, you can disable that as well. Following this, you will have an option to allow and disallow the URL of your website. So if you want to exclude certain URLs from the crawling, you can add them here. Okay. And you can also add the URLs which you want to crawl. So this box right here will allow the URLs um, added here to crawl. And this right here will disallow the URLs which are added in this box to crawl. You can also exclude the URL by the parameters. So for example, you can add a certain keywords here like tags or categories or the language, and you can exclude those parameters or pages with those parameters from the crawling. This will save you some crawl budget and pages as well. After that, we have the bypass website restrictions, and this option allows you to crawl the website which are still in the development. For example, if you want to bypass the robots.txt file, the file which disallows the crawling, you can select this option. The second option, crawling with your credentials, allows you to crawl the password protected pages as well. So you can add your username and passwords, and SEMRush will crawl those pages as well. And finally, we have the schedule here where you can set the frequency of the website audit. So if you often, you know, change the website, you can set it to weekly, or you can set it to daily, or just once. So it depends on your preferences. You can set the website audit right here. So once you are done with all settings, let me check it one more time. All right. So once you are done with this, uh, start the website audit and let the SEMrush crawl your website. All right. So now SEMrush will crawl your website, collect some data, and show you the website health, errors, warning, and other technical problems, errors, and you can fix them on your website.